Cringe. Which I get. Why the fucking stream end? Hold on. We're so back. Are you kidding me? Wait, what do you mean it's been an hour? An hour 42. Wait, because it reset. Are you flipping me and are you flipping it at me in the middle of this? Wait, it just means that there's gonna be 3 streams on YouTube, which is crazy. Oh no. Oh no. No. Before I forget what I'm talking about. Cringe. Cringe but free. Okay, looks like it's stabilized now. Anyway, yeah. We're back, thank goodness. That's weird. It just drops randomly. Like, it's all healthy until like a single second. But yeah, the whole like relatable artist makes their Sona hella hot and it makes like relatable content. It's quite the tales all the time, but people think it's mad cringe. Which like, I see that. BRB, okay. I see why, but give them a slack. They're like teenagers, dude. Cut them some slack, dog. Draw your avatar how you want to look. No shame in that. Yeah, literally. I think with the cringe part is just like when it like borderlines like a thirst trap, but with their Sona. But it's like I don't know, man. I see the cringe, but I see the freedom. I think there's a yin and yang to it. Also, it's like clearly not for you. That kind of content is like meant to be pretty like self gratifying, I guess. You know, if it makes them happy or it like gets their whatever point they want to cross. And it's also like really appealing to like younger audiences. More much than you actually am? Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? Everyone's Sona is like an idealized version of them. Like, and that's literally at the heart of it what it is. So if you want to make a little thirst trap with your Sona, go for it. Go for it. Avert your eyes if it's too cringe, but you must face the reality. Eventually. That it's actually not that bad. Yeah. It's a good way of looking at it. Let's put the sword backs. I forgot. Shoosh. This way. Multiply. It also gets me thinking about like a lot of like animation memes. I didn't really grow up with them super heavily because I didn't have like consistent access to YouTube growing up, but a lot of like animation meme creators, like they use their Sonas and it's like they're cute little creatures doing dances or whatever, or maybe they're like doing thirst traps or whatever. Like that's been around for a long time and they're like famous as fuck now because they were early in content creation and now it's like they're legacy creators. Can't fucking blame them. They were doing what they loved and now they're fucking successful as hell. Because what people like is authenticity. Authenticity. Isn't that what we all strive for? Maybe not. You play characters too. That's fun. Maybe more fun. Especially with the whole VTubing stuff. There really isn't too many... There really isn't too many VTubers that play characters heavily. That keep up a character. Those are pretty rare. Wait, did I ever talk to you guys about that one VTuber who has like a year to live? I know I told my friend about it. I told her in person, and she was like, "Well, it's really cool," because we were talking about writing, um, and how because like, she was talking about like wanting to do projects with people, but like other people aren't particularly like reliable, because they're not really serious about like an end goal, or like they have no experience, and or they don't work very well with other people. And that's a conversation with many fucking people, because when you're like friends with creative people don't really see eye to eye. And a lot of it has to do with just like clashing interests and goals. And it's very hard to align them if you don't have like a central force. We were talking about it because one of the things she mentioned was writing. And I remember there's this VTuber. Let's see if I can find her name. I don't know her name. A year to live. Here we go. I'm like wondering if I ever brought this girl up. Nencon Alice is her name. Let's pull her up. Here she is. Her name's Nencon Alice. I think she streams on YouTube. Does she stream on YouTube? I think so. Graduation stream? Oh wait, this is for next year. I was like, oh holy fuck. But yeah, so she has everything planned, right? So her story is that she is graduating in exactly a year. She like went back in time or something like that, and she only has like a year left. She had like a website, I think, somewhere. Can't remember. But she's streaming with a motive, like a theme and like character stuff. And then I don't remember where it was. She had like a website somewhere, but it said that she had experience elsewhere, like writing professionally. Wait, I didn't want to do that. I want to do this. So I guess technically she let's still back there. You could say she's there you go. She's playing a character. But I think whether or not she's playing a character, what's really interesting is like how dedicated she is to the project, despite it being like super temporary. Because a lot of people have not issues, but it's hard to let go of stuff. And she's treating it like a project, where it's like the initial goal is to let go. Just super interesting. And like one of her main things that she's doing for the project is that she's releasing an original song with artwork, like from a bunch of artists and stuff like that. I think she's like 100 years or something in the future. So no one is really gonna see it, like who knows her now, unless they like manage to live 100 years or something. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it could. Was it 100 years? I don't think anyone would really survive 100 years. But she did say at the very least that it was like, oh, like your next of kin could see it, if not you. But that was her thing. So she's gonna make a original song that's gonna be visible in 100 years because apparently YouTube lets you schedule videos that long in the future. But her fail safe, if like YouTube just like doesn't exist anymore in 100 years, is that she's gonna give all the contributors the files, and they have to save them, or like the goal is that they save them and pass them down to their family. So that if YouTube's like kaput in like 100 years, then like at least it still exists and can be released wherever else it may exist in the future. And then she was like, oh well, what if it was a world war and then like certain like areas are like taken down or like, you know, stuff like that. And she's like, okay, well, she's like, I thought about that too. So the participants are gonna be selected for like location. So like they're not all gonna be like from the same country or like area. so that if like something happens to one part of the world, then like hopefully the people from the other part of the world still have the files. And that's really cool and really ambitious because it's the whole thing of like being able to let go. Because that's like something no one ever is gonna see. Like, I mean, she's gonna see it because she's producing it, but she's not gonna see the reception to it because it's gonna be 100 years, unless like we can somehow like figure out to like prolong human life and stuff like that by then. But I doubt it. And if they do, it probably wouldn't be. They wouldn't start with the oldest people. They probably start with the youngest or the middle-aged. But super cool. Playing character. Is that playing character? Maybe. Maybe not. It's just also a really good thing to add to your portfolio if you're doing it for work. I just found that interesting that she was like, oh, I used to be a writer. I was like, whoa, this is like yeah, I can see she has like the professionalism and like dedication to like stick this long to a project. I was like, yeah, that's somewhat professional. Like if I found out like someone was applying to my company and like it was her who like did all that, I'd be like, holy shit, that was you? Big fan. My project would be in good hands. For sure. Which is wonderful. Oh no. Multiply. Go. Almost done with this. Yippee. I think I was streaming. How long streaming? Almost 2 hours. A lot of progress. If I was not streaming, I would have like gotten up and like took a 1 hour break. Usually like I'll do... Actually, it all depends. Like I can feel when I should take a break. Like in my body, I'll be like working on something and I become like way too conscious of what I'm doing and like it'll start to feel like a drag. I'm like, I need to get up and like do something else. So I'll get up and do something. I'll have a snack. I'm gonna go on my phone. On TikTok. El TikTok. I was thinking, I haven't rewatched La Familia Peluche in a long time. But for any non-Mexican people who know who this is. La Familia Peluche. La Familia Peluche. Can I have like a picture? Can I have this picture? It's like a grown-ass man. Save. I never rewatch it. Transform, fit to screen. I did not want it to fit to screen like that. Hold on. Transform. Reset. There we go. This show, La Familia Peluche. Pe, like P, like their middle name is, or like I guess their middle name is P and their last name is Luce. But when you say it together, Peluche means like fluff. And it's like this it's like a family sitcom of this family. And they just kind of like, they're kind of like, how do I describe them? They're spoiled people. Like they were kind of like, how would Wikipedia describe it? Let's see. Is there an English version of this article? I can read in Spanish, but English. Here we go. A Mexican family sitcom aired from 2002 2012. It's a world, it's a city wrapped in plush. The show is similar in style to the American sitcom Married with Children, in that it depicts a comically dysfunctional family. Right. That's a good way to describe it. Anyway, I was thinking it'd be really funny if I made a model, like a costume, like a uniform where it was like outfits kind of like these, where it was like full of fluff and like kind of out there. I thought it'd be really fun. Maybe for April Fools. Would that really be an April Fool's bit though? Are all their clothes fuzzy? Yeah. Except this one, this like character in the side, she's like, you know how in Family Guy there's like Meg and she's like normal sort of? Is that Family Guy that has that character that's like normal? That's what this character is. She's the daughter, and she's like normal and like not bratty, and she's like really nice and kind. And her family, what they always tell her is like, what's her name? I don't remember her name. Her name's BB, I think. But they'd be like, "Oh, why aren't you a normal girl? Porque no es una niña normal? Why aren't you a normal girl?" And she is normal, but because everyone in like the city, especially her family, are like really fucked up, like they see her as like the outcast and like the weirdo, but she's like an actual like regular ass person. So she's not like super wearing into that shit. But this is the show. That'd be fun. I wonder if that'd be fun to watch. Where can we watch that shit with English subtitles? I wonder. I wonder. But they live in a city that is also like plushy. The one thing I remember at the very end though is at the very end of the show, because I was watching it with my family, right? Which is like, you know, it's a family sitcom, so whatever. But at the very fucking end, and this is really common in like Mexican TV, at the very end, their credit scene would be a bunch of bikini ladies dancing. And my parents would like try to shut it off before like that scene would come off because it's like, oh, we can't have the kids see that because that's like, you know, sexualizing women or whatever. But I thought it was so fucking funny because I was like, I know what this is. Like, you don't have to worry about it. It was just women in bikinis, tan, maybe a little bit oiled. That's really fucking common. Like what's justification for that shit? It was like, oh, it'll keep people watching the credits. That's like the only thing I can think of. I don't think I could ever I can even show that here. But that's what it was. Just funny. Alright, everyone. It's getting late. So I have to go. I enjoyed talking. It was 2 hours and I almost finished my work. It was so productive. I'll try to do more co-working streams like this. So it seems to be working. Thank you every nyan for coming and listening to me yap. For yapping along with me. Hope you're yapping along at home. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Meow. Meow. Good night. Sweet dreams.